drone. Drones hover around your shoulder and follow you around. Depending on the drone, it will remain a passive follower until assigned an order. It can also automatically target enemies and even friends in some cases. There are 5 different categories of drones. The first drone is the Striker. As suggested by the name, this is an offensive version of the drone. Built for combat, the Striker possesses a turret that inflicts continuous damage upon its targets. The drone can receive remote orders from its controller to attack specific targets. So, little helper guy. Kind of like the, kind of reminds me of that turret, or that kind of turret in Borderlands. What was the class then? In
Commando.
Borderlands 2? No, in Borderlands 2 that had the little robot guy that follows you around. The
Necromancer?
Yeah, that one. That was cool. I used that class in Borderlands 2. So, Defender. The Defender is a defensive drone that protects its owner by utilizing an experimental directed emitter. It deflects incoming bullets with microwave bursts, creating an invisible barrier. However, each bullet deflected greatly drains the battery, and it is incapable of defending itself from enemy fire. It can, however, be ordered to guard friends or other friendly skill items. So, cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah, I was wondering how they were going to do the whole drone thing, like if it was going to be a skill or not. Yeah. But that explains it.
The Tactician drone is built for intel. This utility drone flies to maximum elevation at a location of your choosing and spots all hostiles it can see, effectively highlighting their location. This sounds like the drone from Ghost Recon, to be honest with you. When deployed, it gives you and your party continuous information about the positioning of your enemies within your area. This is the specialist skill for the sharpshooter specialization only. So, interesting. So this is an in-game drone that sharpshooters will use, apparently. So that's not for me. Oh, man. Jesse knows how great I am at shooting things. Oh, man, I should just stop playing shooters. It's terrible.
Nah.
Nah.
As long as you're having fun, have fun.
Yeah.
I do like to have fun. The Bombardier. This drone can perform a bombing run across a long area. The drone flies into an area designated by the player and drops a barrage of explosives at its strafes as it strafes from one end to the zone to the other. So, pretty basic bomb dropping drone. So that's cool.
Nice.
The Fixer is the last drone. This defensive drone repairs armor over time. You can choose whether you want it to fly next to you and passively repair your armor, or choose a friendly target whose armor needs repairing. So that's cool.
This makes it all sound very, very much like an RPG.
Yeah.
Just like, like back in the day of the, should I heal my friend? Throw a potion at your friend, heal him, jump back.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, the next skill is the Hive. There seems to be 4 types of Hive. The Hive is a group of advanced micro drones that deliver special effects to their targets. Place or throw the Hive, and it will affect targets within its radius. Most Hive categories are used primarily for defensive, but there are also offensive alternates. So, the Stinger micro drones swarm hostile targets and that enter their range, inflicting damage and targeting weak spots, destroying them efficiently. The Restorer. When the Restorer detects missing armor on a friendly agent in its range, it deploys micro repair drones towards that agent. On impact, the amount of armor is repaired. The Booster sends out microwave drones per friendly player that administers stimulants to increase combat efficiency, boosting weapon handling, movement, and other physical capabilities of an agent. That sounds cool. And then the Reviver. When deployed, the Reviver Hive can revive allies with specific radius on the ground. If any of your downed allies are within the range of your Reviver Hive, you can manually order a set of micro drones to revive them. However, you can also press and hold the button to charge up the micro drones. The longer you hold the button, the more health and armor your allies. The more health and armor your ally revives with. So that sounds like a cool support class drone. or hive.
Yeah.
Sounds like a cool mix of skills so far.
It'll be interesting to see if you can use 2 of the whatever, like you could in 1, and just have a nice blanket coverage if you have a squad of 3 or more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that would be cool. Because I think, memory serves me correctly, my character right now is running with the turret and charge station, the Hell Station. Because I think the people I usually run with have the pulse, so I don't need to use the pulse. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll be support. You know, run around with the turret, give us some cover, and throw down the healing if we're hitting some heavies. You know, I mean that'd be pretty cool to see how you can layer your abilities with your squad mates to be able to make yourselves more survivable. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be definitely interesting. I'm excited to like mess with that. You know.
Yeah, that's one thing that I kind of hope that they make all those, like, remember, like, you had your skill things, like those, like you had your turret and all that, but then you had those, like, that page of just all these different kinds of skills that you would unlock as you're unlocking parts of each area. Building area. Yeah. And I feel like most of those were like I didn't even use or were just useless. I kind of hope that they maybe shrink it down, but like maybe like have multiple. Well, have like multiple things like kind of bundled into one thing, like to make it more like worth. You know, hey, maybe I should try this. You know, these classes or whatever, these skills with my character and mix them for this group of people that I'm playing with, or like, because I just feel like a lot of that stuff just seemed very like just not very useful. Like it just wasn't anything worth spending the slot on. You know, I kind of hope that they change that in this one and maybe shrink it down to less, but make them all like something worth trying to use out, you know, in certain situations.